Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Je m'appelle Megan Ha, je suis la doyenne adjointe à la Faculté des Lois à l'Université de Windsor. My name is Megan Ha, and I'm the Assistant Dean of Student Services at the University of Windsor Faculty of Law. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the 125th Convocation at the Convocation ceremony of the University of Windsor. We're about to begin, and our graduates will enter the room very soon. But before we do so, and before we enjoy the festivities today, just a few quick housekeeping items we need to go over, please. In the event of an emergency, there are exits that are clearly marked throughout the facility, and we'll ask that you please take note of those. As a courtesy to our graduates, and all of you, our invited guests, we ask that you please silence your cell phones and leave them on silent throughout the ceremony, just so as to not spoil anybody's situation and experience today. During conferral of the degrees, the names will be read for each graduate. As the name is announced, the student will approach the Chancellor and the President for a greeting and a photograph on stage. Doctor of Philosophy candidates will be escorted across the stage by their dissertation advisor and the Faculty of Graduate Studies representative. Grad Images is a photography company who will be taking photos of the graduates as they cross the stage. So we ask that you please remain in your seats in the guest seating area and follow our usher instructions. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we kindly ask that all guests remain seated until the stage party and faculty have exited this building, the auditorium rather. Graduates will proceed through the main doors at the back of the venue and return to the Graduate Assembly Hall. Guests may exit then, at that point, through the designated floor exits and back to the auditorium and make their way to the Graduate Assembly Hall to reunite with your graduates today. Last but not least, please enjoy today. It's been many years in the making, and you've all contributed in one way or another to everybody's success today. Congratulations to you as well. So the student procession is now to begin. Please rise if you are able for our invited guests. At the conclusion of the procession, I will return for a few more remarks. I'd like to thank the First Nation elders and staff who have cleansed this space with sacred medicines to help us honor the ancestors that were here before us. I'd like to take a moment to congratulate each and every one of you on today. If you haven't already done so, please take a moment to silence your phones. And from there, we're going to ask that everybody, all graduates, friends, and family, stay in their seats until the end of the ceremony today. Now we're going to play a video, and I'll be back in a moment.
It all began with a decision, a choice that brought you here to the University of Windsor. You came from near and far, and so began your journey of academic work and self-discovery. Some of you made your first step towards independence and responsibility. You made personal and academic breakthroughs, big and small, in hallways and lunchrooms, over coffee and late-night studying sessions. You formed friendships to last a lifetime. You found your people and your purpose. You wore your blue and gold. Your journey wasn't always easy, but it was always worth it. Because here you are. Today is your day. You made it. Thank you for choosing the University of Windsor.
The faculty will now enter the auditorium. Thank you. The faculty and the Chancellor's Party will now enter the auditorium.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. It's my privilege now to introduce to you and invite our Indigenous elder, Dr. Myrna Kiknazwe, to bring opening greetings. Elder Kiknazwe.
Oh my gosh, we've got a full house here. Wanabajon and the Wemaganaduk, Ishkute Makasan Quan, Disnikas, Mondo dem, Bakajanon and Dunjaba, Budawadami Odawan Nishnabe Quandao, Niswi, Medewan. I spoke to you in my language. I'm not fluent, I'm relearning. My mother went to residential school and they took the language out of her, plus so much other things like the majority of people who went into residential schools. But with me, I'm my spirit name, and I have 3. I've been fortunate that some of the elders across the country decided at different times to give me a spirit name. The one I use the most is that Ishkote Moccasin Kwan, and it means fire moccasin woman. That's who I am. And my dad, he's Budawadami, and he's Loon clan. So that's the Loon in the clan system is a leadership clan. And my mother, she's Odawa, and her clan is Crane, Jajak. That's her clan. And guess what? She's in the leadership circle too. So here I am. So the other thing is I live on Bakedwadon territory. This is Windsor. If you travel north on the Detroit River, then you come to Lake St. Clair. We're the delta, where the St. Clair River and Lake St. Clair merge. So, and that's called Bakedwadon, or some people say Swedjwanong. So yeah, and I belong to the Three Fires Confederacy, and I am a third-degree Medewan. So it's a beautiful day. It's wonderful to see all of these faces here and to bring that joy and that laughter and that closing of just another chapter in your lives, just another chapter. You're here to bring forward new life, new understanding to the world. You have a life purpose. You have an identity. You have all of those things to bring forward so that the generations that come behind you can find their place too on this creation. It's my understanding that there is only one creator that created all of this creation. Only one. We all have different names for that individual. So just want to share that little bit. The other thing that I would like to share is I'm so proud of all of these people who are here. And I'm more proud also of the family and the friends and all of those ones who have helped these ones get here to this day of celebration for their life, for their commitment to do the work that they intended to do by coming here. I say Chimigwech to you, and Chimigwech to all of their families who are here to encourage them and celebrate this wonderful, wonderful occasion. Over the years, we all have ups and downs. And what I have learned from that is when we have some of those downs, we get stuck in some ways, stuck in the sense that the emotion gets locked in our body. And that's good in some cases, but if you have too much of those events in your life, it's going to bring on dis-ease to you. And I'm going to encourage you to learn how to breathe again. The breath of life. And who gave you the breath of life? Who gave me my breath of life? You know, that's the Spirit. In whatever way you understand the Spirit, that's where our breath came from. So with that in mind, and all of this heat that's here, and I see people want to fan themselves, those robes are pretty warm. I would ask you to take a moment while I do the opening prayer and breathe. And how you do that is you close your eyes, you stand there, you won't fall over. And I want you to take a breath in through your nose. Just breathe in, feel it coming from the earth. It'll go all the way up to the top of your head, and then blow out anything that's holding you back. Breathe in again, all the way up to the top of your head, and then blow out anything holding you back. Breathe in again. Blow out the negative. Breathe in again. And blow out that negative. Breathe in again and feel that energy coming from the center of the earth all the way up you. Breathe in. Pull it up to the top of the head, and then blow it out. And I'll do the opening prayer. Continue that breathing so you can become lighter and lighter and clear your vessel that you're in. Bajuma shumast. Ishko te bankasin kwandis nikaz mon dodem. Bekajanon and donjaba. Budawadami odawa nishnabe kwanda. Niswi medewan. O Chimigwech Kashemnado, for this most beautiful day, for this most wonderful life. Chimigwech, for all that you have given us, from the sky world to the earth plane to the underground, all those things we see and all those things we cannot see, for the wind, the rain, the ice, the snow, the rocks, and the fire, the four-legged, the two-legged, the winged ones that fly in the air, things that crawl on the earth, things that swim in the water. I'm truly grateful. Truly grateful for all of those ones who live around the world, from the east, the south, the west, and the north. All of those individuals that are here to live on this creation. I say Chimigwech to all of our ancestors who have brought us here to be together so that we too can join as one heart, one body, one mind, one soul, one spirit, and one energy to create a different kind of life for all of us. I say Chimigwech. Chimigwech for the sun that travels across the sky during the day, for the moon that travels across the sky during the night, and for our most precious earth. She is the one that provides the sustenance for all of us, the water we drink, the air we breathe, and the food we eat. I say Mommy Gwendam for the things that she has done to take care of us. And I also pray and say to all of you in this building to help take care of the earth. There is only one earth, and we all have a responsibility to take care of her. So open up your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your energy to help in taking care of this creation so that our great, great, great grandchildren will have a most beautiful place to live on this earth. I say Chimigwech for all the spiritual leaders around the world, for their songs, their ceremonies, their drums, their shakers, and all their wisdom and teachings that they have to share with us. I say Chimigwech. Chimigwech for all of you being here, for opening up your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul, and your energy to be here as one in this building and around the world. I say Chimigwech to you. Nikanagana, all my relations. Aho Miigwech. We have here this special young man. He just graduated on Tuesday, and he's going to sing the national anthem for us. You got to believe he's in music, okay? Miigwech.
All set? We got some business to do. I would ask you to please stand, sorry. Little exercise there, it's getting... First of all, I declare the 125th Convocation of the University of Windsor open. Je déclare ouverte la 125e Collation des grades de l'Université de Windsor. Please remain standing while Lorraine Chandler, our acting university registrar, delivers the territorial acknowledgement and reflection.
We acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, the Ojibwa, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. As we make this land acknowledgement, it is important that we continue to do the work to address systemic and historic injustices that Indigenous peoples have experienced. This day marks a new beginning, particularly for those about to celebrate their graduation. It is only fitting that we come together to recognize your achievements and commemorate your successes as you continue to your lifelong quest for knowledge and excellence. I ask that you take a moment to reflect on those who guided you along your path of learning, to appreciate our families, our teachers, our peers, the world in which we live, and all that inspires us. Please be seated.
It is now my privilege to invite our president, Dr. J.J. McMurtry, to the podium to address Convocation. Dr. McMurtry.
Thank you, Chancellor Duncan, and don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to stand for a while so you can have a respite, and hopefully the room gets a little cooler as we go through this ceremony. So, good afternoon to everybody. As President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Windsor, I really am truly honored to welcome you all here today for our 9th and final Chancellor Convocation of the spring season. I want to take just a moment before I thank everybody else to ask the crowd here to give a round of applause to our staff who have made these 9 convocations happen. So can we have that? Thank you for doing that. It's just such an enormous labor for them all to get this all ready. I think it's important they hear that as much as they can. So to our Board of Governors reps, Alumni Association, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, family, and everybody who's here to celebrate this incredible day, welcome. I want to take a moment to also welcome our honorary doctorate today, the Honorable Michael Tulla, as our honorary doctorate recipient today. Sorry. I've known Michael for many years, and I'm going to say a few personal things today, if you will allow me. But he really is one of our most distinguished legal minds here today. And also, he made history as the first Black judge appointed to the Court of Appeal for Ontario and the first Black Chief Justice of any province in Canada. And I think his work and his presence is a remarkable reminder of what the legal profession can be at its best. And I really look forward to hearing his words later today. So before we get to our graduates, and I won't take up a lot of time, but I do want to ask our graduates to give a round of applause for everybody who's here supporting them, everybody who can't make it. Thank you, yes. Because we all know that every journey requires a whole bunch of supports. But I'm also going to ask the crowd who's here to give the graduates one more lesson and show them what a cheer really sounds like. Well, Chancellor, I think we saved the best for last. That was incredible. And I think it just shows all the love and support that's here for you graduates as we turn our attention to you today. So I just want to make a couple of remarks. We all know that the world is changing in a very rapid way all around us. There are all kinds of things that are happening. I've been discussing with graduates a phenomena that I haven't seen before at graduations when a president or a chancellor or an honorary doctorate mentions artificial intelligence. Some crowds have started to boo at that announcement. And part of it is because our world is changing and changing in radical ways, and everybody's afraid of that technology. And I'm sure that we'll hear some positive words about it from the Chief Justice in a few minutes. But why I want to focus on that is because we really are in a time of transition. And in moments like these, the question is not simply, in my opinion, how will society change, but how we choose to engage with that change collectively and individually. And for those of you entering the legal profession, that responsibility is incredibly important. Because while the law evolves alongside of society, I think its purpose remains constant, which is to provide stability in uncertain times, to protect the rights and freedoms upon which democratic societies rest. And today, I think the education that you are bringing, the training that you are bringing into the law firms that you will join, has made you incredibly prepared to take on that challenge and to make sure that what happens is at least has a component of justice to it. And it's at this point, with your forgiveness, that I'm going to speak a little bit personally, because my uncle, Chief Justice Roy McMurtry, who was a great friend of our honorary doctorate here, played an important role, I think, in creating that kind of stability and that clarity, especially in his role with the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, the Notwithstanding Clause, and the kitchen cabinet which helped create it, which was a conversation in his kitchen between a number of legal minds to try and figure out an impasse. How do we resolve an important historical impasse? And I think of him often, but especially on days like today. And he once said, reflecting on public service, that the power of an idea, when matched with the energy, determination, and community support, and he really believed in community support, together those can make a critical difference. We all know that the law is grounded in principles like fairness, justice, equality, and the rule of law. But again, those principles are only enacted when we personally bring them to life. And so I encourage you as you go out into the world and you make those changes that you reflect on the learnings that you've learned here at the University of Windsor, but also that you are the positive change that we need to see in the world as the challenges come forth in multiple forms. So thank you so much. Have a great afternoon, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you graduates.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's now my privilege to ask Professor Reem Badi, our Dean, to present the honorary degree. Dr. Badi.
Mr. Chancellor, Dr. McMurtry, graduates, colleagues, family, and guests, it is my privilege to present the Honorable Michael H. Tulloch for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. A respected leader and a visionary, the Honorable Michael Tulloch is the 22nd Chief Justice of Ontario and President of the Court of Appeal for Ontario. And the Chief Justice's career reflects an unwavering belief in the equal dignity and worth of all human beings, as well as a commitment to the pursuit of justice through law and legal processes. Born to an immigrant family from Jamaica, the Chief Justice arrived in Canada at the young age of 9. An exceptional work ethic, ability to connect with people of all experiences, deep humility, natural curiosity, profound intellect, and an ingrained capacity for compassion all contributed to his personal and professional growth. Called to the bar in 1991 after graduating from Osgoode Hall Law School, he quickly earned a reputation as a learned and ethical lawyer. He was appointed to the Ontario Superior Court of Justice in 2003. His historic appointment to the Court of Appeal in 2012, followed by his historic appointment as Chief Justice in 2022, marked the first time that a member of Canada's Black community had been elevated to such roles in a Canadian province. His career reminds us about the power of possibilities. And as today's graduates and my colleagues will attest, the Honorable Michael Tulloch is both respected and loved by those who have had the pleasure of working with him and learning from him. We've been honored to host the Chief Justice at Windsor Law on multiple occasions over the last several years. Generous and committed to education as a way to better the self and the world, he has inspired many of the graduates in this room. He's taken time, for example, to advise individual students at the Zubermoot, one of Windsor Law's premier experiential learning platforms. A trusted and trustworthy public figure, he has worked tirelessly to ensure that institutional power is placed in the service of the people, all people. In 2016, for example, the Ontario government appointed him to review policing in the province. And the two reports that he produced improved transparency and accountability in police oversight and illuminated how systemic racism had become embedded in the exercising of policing power. Alongside his duties leading the Court of Appeal, he continues to issue some of the most complex and significant decisions rendered in both criminal and civil law. And as my colleague David Tanovich has pointed out on several occasions, Chief Justice Tulloch remains one of the most profound and prolific jurists in the country. From matters involving the reasonable steps requirement for raising mistaken belief in consent to junior hockey class actions, he writes with unparalleled knowledge and authority. A father of 5 children, Chief Justice Tulloch also gives his time to uplift others. For example, he co-founded the Second Chance Scholarship Fund, which gives youth who have been in conflict with the law or are at risk of such conflict the opportunity to pursue post-secondary education. Unsurprisingly, he has been the recipient of multiple honorary degrees and recognitions. These include the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, the Canadian Bar Association's Touchstone Award, the Ontario Bar Association's Award for Distinguished Service and Lifetime Achievement, to name just a few. Mr. Chancellor, the Honorable Michael Tulloch is a trailblazer who represents the very best of Canadian society and the legal profession. He has spent his life inspiring and supporting others, building institutions of justice to serve us all, and rendering decisions that reaffirm that law should be a tool to advance justice. He has touched individual lives and helped ensure that our collective futures move along the arch of history towards justice. For these reasons and more, I present to you the Honorable Michael H. Tulloch for the degree of Doctor of Law, honoris causa.
Justice Tulloch, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the Province of Ontario, and in accordance with the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Windsor, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and honors here and elsewhere thereto appertaining. Doctor, congratulations. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, Reem. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to call upon Dr. Michael Tulloch to give the convocation address. Doctor. That was a
Good afternoon, everyone, and I just want to say, President and Dr. McMurtry, who I feel like we're family. As you've heard, his dear uncle was a great mentor of mine, and you know, I met him when I was a student, and we've remained friends until he died, which was close to 40 years, and so I feel a deep kinship to my good friend here, the president of this great university, to Dean Boddy and Chancellor Duncan, distinguished faculty, honored guests, members of the bench and bar, and proud families and friends. And I heard that there's a family here who lost a loved one who should have been honored today with Graduate, and my heart goes out to you, and our spirit is with you, and I'm sure he is or she is looking down. My condolences. And most importantly, to the graduating class of 2026, thank you for welcoming me here today. President McMurtry, as I've indicated, it is indeed a special privilege to join you at this remarkable institution. Your Uncle Roy McMurtry, former Chief Justice of Ontario, and as I have indicated, one of my mentors, you would be proud of this moment to see us both standing here together on this special day. Your entire family's contribution to public service, to the legal profession, and to the administration of justice in this province is well known. And it is indeed an honor to stand with you on this very important occasion. Now, before I continue, however, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the University of Windsor and the Faculty of Law for the extraordinary honor you have bestowed upon me. Now, it's interesting, I see all these students that are graduating, and it feels like I'm coming home. And I feel like I know a lot of you because I've been here over the last, I think, throughout the duration of your time here at Windsor. And so, congratulations to all of you. You know, throughout my career, I have been fortunate to receive a number of distinctions and honors, as you've heard. But each has been meaningful to me, and each has been accepted with profound gratitude. But I can say without hesitation that this honorary degree holds a special significance. Few honors could mean more to me than one bestowed by the University of Windsor. Over many years, I've come to know this institution not only for its academic excellence, but for its unwavering commitment to justice, public service, and the belief that legal education should prepare students not merely for successful careers, but for meaningful lives of service. I have witnessed firsthand the talent, dedication, and commitment to service that Windsor Law cultivates in its students. I've seen its graduates distinguish themselves as advocates, judges, academics, public servants, and community leaders. I've seen the contributions they have made to our courts. As a matter of fact, at least one of your graduates will be clerking with us next year. And I hope to have one of you and a representative from the Windsor Law class clerk at the Court of Appeal every year. I have seen the contributions they have made to our courts, our profession, and our society. My admiration for this institution has grown steadily over the years. So to be welcomed into the University of Windsor family in this way is both humbling and deeply meaningful to me. For that, I offer my heartfelt thanks. Before I say anything further, however, I would like to recognize another group of people whose contributions deserve acknowledgement today. The graduates seated before me did not arrive at this moment alone. To the parents who made sacrifices so their children could pursue opportunities they themselves may never have had. To the spouses and partners who offered patience, encouragement, and understanding during long nights of study and periods of uncertainty. To the children who shared their parents with textbooks, examinations, and deadlines. To the grandparents, siblings, relatives, friends, mentors, professors, and supporters who believed in these graduates, even when they doubted themselves. And to those who provided not only emotional support, but often significant financial support as well. Thank you. Your investment helped make this day possible. This achievement belongs to you too. And now to the graduating class of 2026. Congratulations to all of you. Today is a culmination of years of effort, sacrifice, discipline, and perseverance. Each of you arrived here by a different path. Some came directly from undergraduate studies. Others arrived after careers in business, education, government, social services, or other professions. Some balanced law school with employment. Some balanced it with family responsibilities. Some faced financial challenges. Some overcame personal adversity. Many of you experienced moments when the finish line seemed impossibly distant. Yet you're here. You persevered. You adopted. You succeeded. And today you graduate from one of Canada's great law schools. To take a moment to appreciate, so take a moment and so that you can appreciate what you have accomplished. Because while the legal profession will soon ask much of you, today is not a day of obligation. It is a day for celebration. You have earned it. But as you celebrate this achievement, it is worth reflecting on the moment in history in which you graduate. Every generation of lawyers enters a world shaped by its own unique challenges. Some generations entered practice during times of war. Others entered during periods of economic upheaval or social transformation. Your generation enters the profession during a period of profound change. Around the world, democratic institutions are being tested. Public confidence in the expertise and established institutions has weakened. Information moves at extraordinary speed, while misinformation often moves faster still. Political polarization has deepened, and technological change is reshaping nearly every aspect of human life. You're also the first generation of lawyers to enter the profession fully in the age of artificial intelligence. And I heard from the president that that other students are booing, but this is a hopeful speech. The legal profession you're about to join will not be the profession that existed when I graduated from law school. Indeed, it may not even resemble the profession that existed even 5 years ago. The pace of change is simply that rapid. Yet, despite all these changes, one thing remains constant. Society continues to need principled lawyers. Society continues to need independent courts. Society continues to need people willing to stand between power and principle and insist that the law, not force, not wealth, not influence, must govern us all. That responsibility now belongs to you. And it is that responsibility that brings me to the subject I wish to leave with you this afternoon, and that is the value and the importance of the rule of law. The phrase rule of law is one lawyers hear so often that it can begin to sound familiar. It is not. The rule of law is one of the greatest achievements of any civilized society. It is a principle that no person, no corporation, no government, and no institution stands above the law. It is the promise that power must answer to law, and that disputes will be resolved not by force, not by wealth or influence or intimidation, but by principles that apply equally to all. At its heart, the rule of law is about trust. It is a trust that agreements will be honored, rights protected, disputes resolved fairly, and justice made available regardless of status, wealth, or influence. That trust allows millions of people to live together peacefully, despite their differences. It transforms disagreement into dialogue, conflict into process, and power into accountability. History teaches us that societies rarely move directly from order to chaos. They move first through distrust. People begin to doubt whether the rules apply equally. They lose confidence in institutions. And when enough people lose confidence in the system, democratic institutions become vulnerable. We see signs of those challenges today. Across the world, public discourse is increasingly polarized. Misinformation spreads with extraordinary speed. Courts and institutions are often criticized, not because their decisions are legally unsound, but because their conclusions are unpopular. And these developments should concern lawyers, not because we defend any particular government or ideology, but because we defend a process through which rights are protected, disputes are resolved peacefully, and power is restrained. Yet the rule of law does not live primarily in constitutional crises or headline-making cases. Most of its life is spent somewhere far quieter. It lives in law offices, mediation rooms, boardrooms, and courtrooms hearing disputes that will never make the evening news. It lives in conversations between lawyers and clients. It lives in the countless ordinary interactions through which the people resolve their disputes, resolve problems peacefully, rather than through force. Now, some of the most important work lawyers perform never receives public recognition. helping a small business survive a dispute, helping parents reach an agreement that protects their children, helping an injured person rebuild a life, ensuring that someone facing the power of the state receives a fair hearing. Each of those moments strengthens confidence in the law. And that is why I sometimes speak of what I call the quiet law. The quiet law is where most people experience the legal system. And it is where most of you will practice the law. And that is critically important because it is where the rule of law earns trust or loses it. For many of your future clients, you will represent their entire experience of the legal system. They may never meet a judge or enter a courtroom. They will know the law primarily through you, through your professionalism, through your integrity, through your competence, and through your commitment to service. That is both an extraordinary privilege and an extraordinary responsibility. Yet your generation faces a challenge unlike any faced by previous generations of lawyers: the rise of artificial intelligence. Every generation experiences change. Yours will witness a transformation in the nature of professional work itself. Artificial intelligence is already changing how lawyers conduct research, receive documents, draft materials, analyze information, and communicate. There's understandable excitement about these developments, but also understandable, there's a lot of anxiety. Many tasks that once occupied lawyers for hours can now be completed in minutes. But history teaches us that technology is neither inherently beneficial nor inherently dangerous. Technology is a tool. Its impact depends upon the values that guides its use. Artificial intelligence presents a new challenge because we're not merely automating physical tasks or administrative processes. We're automating forms of analysis, communication, and decision support that were once considered uniquely human. That reality carries extraordinary promise. It also carries extraordinary responsibility. Because the central question is not whether machines can generate answers. They can. The central question is whether those answers deserve trust. Who is accountable when a system produces a flawed recommendation? Who ensures transparency? Who protects rights when efficiency begins to compete with fairness? These are legal questions, ethical questions, democratic questions, and they will increasingly become the work of lawyers. The most successful lawyers of your generation will not be those who compete with artificial intelligence. They will be those who learn how to govern it. They will understand that innovation without accountability is dangerous, and that efficiency can never become a substitute for justice. As technology becomes more powerful, human judgment and discretion becomes more valuable. Artificial intelligence can process information, identify patterns, and generate answers, but it cannot exercise wisdom. It cannot demonstrate moral courage. It cannot earn trust through integrity. It cannot comfort a frightened client. It cannot accept responsibility for a decision. Only people can do those things. And that distinction matters because law is not merely a system of rules. It is a human institution. It exists to serve human beings. The qualities that will distinguish great lawyers are not simply intelligence or technical skills. Their character, their judgment, their integrity, their empathy, professionalism, and courage. Those qualities are not becoming obsolete. They're becoming indispensable. And that brings me to Windsor Law. Every law school teaches legal doctrine, legal analysis, but institutions distinguish themselves by what they choose to emphasize. For decades, Windsor Law has challenged its students to ask important questions. Who has access to justice? Who can afford legal representation? Who experiences the legal system as inaccessible and beyond reach? These are not peripheral questions. They're central questions. Because the strength of any legal system depends not only on the quality of its laws, but on the confidence people have in their ability to access and benefit from those laws. Too many Canadians continue to experience the justice system as expensive, as intimidating, and difficult to navigate. Too many face legal problems without representation. Too many conclude that justice exists for others, but not for them. Access to justice is not charity. It is not a side project. It is frontline rule of law work. And your generation will be called upon to advance it while confronting challenges arising from artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, privacy, climate change, Indigenous reconciliation, migration, and the continuing evolution of democratic institutions. But as graduates of the Windsor Law School, you have an advantage. I view those challenges with optimism because I have seen the diversity, commitment, and sense of public service that graduates of this law school bring to the profession. The legal profession needs those qualities. Canada needs those qualities. And that brings me to the final thoughts I wish to leave with you today. 3 commitments. The first is this: serve every client with excellence. For most lawyers, most of the time, the person sitting across the table is not experiencing an ordinary day. They may be facing the loss of a business, the breakdown of a marriage, an injury, or uncertainty about their future. They come to you because they need help. Never forget that. Listen carefully, prepare thoroughly, speak honestly, act with integrity. Treat every client with dignity and with respect. The rule of law is strengthened every time a lawyer serves another person faithfully and well. The second commitment is this: remember that your obligations extend beyond your clients. Lawyers hold duties not only to those who retain them, but to the legal system itself. When you encounter laws that no longer serve the public well, procedures that create barriers, or systems that fail to keep pace with modern realities, do not simply accept them. Work to improve them. Every generation inherits a profession, and the best generations leave it stronger than they found it. The third commitment is this: when the moment comes to defend the rule of law, do not look away. Most of your careers will be spent performing the quiet work of the law. But there may come moments when silence is easier than speaking. Moments when institutions are criticized unfairly. Moments when constitutional principles become politically inconvenient. And in those moments, remember why the rule of law exists. It exists to ensure that every person, regardless of status, regardless of their wealth, regardless of their influence or their popularity, is entitled to equal justice under the law. That principle is too important to be defended only when it is convenient. And so, graduates, as you leave this hall today, I ask you to carry these commitments forward. Serve with excellence, lead with integrity, defend the rule of law. And if you do these things, your careers will be measured by far more than professional success. They will be measured by the lives you improve, by the institutions you strengthen, and by the confidence you help build in our system of justice. You're entering this profession at a serious moment, but it is also an exciting moment. The challenges before you are significant, yet so too are the opportunities. Over the course of my career, I have learned that the rule of law ultimately depends upon trust. The trust that promises will be honored, the trust that rights will be protected, the trust that wrongs can be addressed, the trust that power will be constrained, and the trust that justice remains available to all. That trust is not maintained by institutions alone. It is maintained by people, by judges, by citizens, and above all, by lawyers. So the years ahead will bring extraordinary change. New technologies will reshape society. New questions will demand new answers. But amid all that change, certain principles must remain constant. Truth matters, integrity matters, justice matters, and the rule of law matters. That is the inheritance you receive today. And it is the responsibility you carry forward. So class of 2026, use your talents boldly, lead with integrity, embrace innovation, serve with humility, defend the rule of law, and never forget that the greatest purpose of the law is not to serve itself, but to serve the people. So I want to congratulate all of you again, and thank you for this opportunity.
Congratulations, great speech, thank you. On behalf of all of us, Doctor, thank you very much. To the young people out there who heard that, keep those words close. Wonderful advice. Thank you again. Now, what we've all come for. I now invite the Interim Provost and Vice President Academic, Cheryl Collier, to make the presentation of the Student Awards.
Chancellor Duncan, President McMurtry, faculty, staff, and graduates, and invited guests. Board of Governors medals are awarded to the graduating undergraduate students who have achieved the highest academic standing in the faculty. The medals will be presented by Ken Alexander, member of the Board of Governors of the University of Windsor. And our recipient this afternoon, Juris Doctor of Law, is Gurbir Singh Monder.
Chancellor Duncan, I now present candidates from the Faculty of Law. Chancellor Duncan, the following are candidates for master's degrees in the Faculty of Graduate Studies.
Hassan Abbasi.
Nadine Al-Taher. Jada Madison Goldhar. Devon Tara Paulini.
Chancellor Duncan and President McMurtry, today is a wonderful day for all of our graduates, but today is also bittersweet. There is an individual who has completed and achieved their Windsor degree who is no longer with us. Please join us in honoring and celebrating Dylan Stephen Oakman as his mother, Julie, crosses the stage on his behalf. Chancellor Duncan, the following are the candidates from the Juris Doctor program.
Aiden Abbott.
Mohammed Hassan.
Natasha Valentina Alemal. Rita Muhammad Ali.
Brittany Rose Oniva Allen.
David Almasi. Rebecca Ali. Teresa Atkinson. Alessia Christina Attard. Ashley Taylor Azer. Jimena Bailey Alvarado. Rawan Barakat.
Ujala Batul.
Jacob David Thiessen Balin.
Tia Renee Yolande Belil.
Shayel S. Benlolo. Ryan Paul Bianco. Leah Bracy. Yaskiran Bright. Harkirat Brar.
Jacqueline Lorraine Brooks.
Taylor Lena Brousseau.
Maria Elizabeth Byrne.
Joshua Alexander Lyle Carrasco.
Ava Chisholm.
Simerjit Chauhan.
Julia Champa.
Faith Marie Victoria Cobina. Emily Rose Marie Collins.
Beatrice Camello. Tyrone Cuevas Martinez. Reese Curran.
Natalie Elizabeth Cusinado.
Duncan Joseph Dagley.
Tiffany Leanne Davies.
Alina Kordawani.
Kiritpal S. Danoya.
Jessica Ann Dunham. James Michael John Dunn. Toluwanimi Egbeniren.
Dana E. Elias.
Max Charles Esco.
Joseph Askander.
Sabrina Ferreira. Matthew Fullerton. Anthony Salvatore Fusco. Simon Peter Gabriel. Emma Golich. Dina Nicole Govostis. Joshua D. Grant.
Alexander Mauricio Grun.
Harsimar Kaur Gujral. Adele Germ. Carson Hamlin. Hayden Hanlon. Karen Baba Harrison. Galia Hashem.
Omnia Hasid.
Ann Potter Houghton. Asha Holland.
Hillary Sarah Hosted. Ariane Isabel Ibasco.
Naman Jain.
Kwame M. Jampo. Ahmed Jebrayili.
Hao Yu Jiang. Hannah Melanie Joseph. Andrew Branko Jovanovic. Jessica Kabuli. Freya Kataria. Jakirshan Kethiswaran. Majidullah Khan.
Sadia Khan.
Matthew James Kamevsky.
Nicholas Kinnish.
Jessica Cecilia Krzeski.
Rachel Pamela Lanou. Sayon Lingarasan.
Konstantin Leovas.
Kate Lloyd.
Samuel Loring.
Matthew Mackenzie Lahid. Leon Malhis. Levon Mamidza. Gurbir Singh Mander. Evantia Lina Marcotulio.
Shelley Marion.
Anna Vanuel Ibarra Masibad.
Caitlin Masad. Vanessa Mastro Francisco.
Rachel McAllister de Abreu.
Mackenzie Michael McGee. Kayla Shanice McLegon.
Angelicia Mendez.
Olivia L. Mirasola. Madison Lee Maloney. Fiona Mucko. Ria Nirula. Kelly No. Oluwayomi Eremire Odusi. Reese Elizabeth Margaret Oldacre. Dia Parikh. Ria H. Patel. Michaela A. Patterson. Marissa Marie Julia Paulin. Laura Paulak. Benjamin Foster Pettigrew. Irma Porashidi. Isabel Bianca Potkonjak. Andre Prpa. Baljot Cora Rai.
Halima Raja. Melanie Shannon Rajapakshar.
Elizabeth Porter Richardson. Nikita Mariana Ruzicki. Shakiba Sadeghi.
Pari Sadro Sadatsare.
Rima Saleh.
Steve Segal. Selena Marie Sagan.
Megan Emma Seligman.
Mahum Shah.
Mackenzie Jessica Shank.
Prasenna Sanmuadas.
Amber Sharma. Kritika Shrestha. Carly Ann Schuster. Ayan Abdisiad Omar.
Shanza Ansar Siddiqui. Aman Singh Sidhu. Akanksha Singh.
Jotpreet Kaur Singh.
Sabrina Page Sinukong.
Aranya Sivakumar. Natalie Amelia Skelaris. Emily Isabel Sloan. Jonathan Kebede Solomon. Abedil Ray Story. Danae Isabella Taylor.
Simran Tor.
Baltasar Leonardo Valore. Jacqueline Victoria Velasquez. Sofia Alejandra Villamizar. Campbell Wackerlin. Abby Marie Kathleen White. Nathan Williams.
Bethlehem Wandimu.
Tara Wright. Nicole Marie Yemens. Patel Zakarian.
Fehmeda Zaman.
Chancellor Duncan, the following are candidates from the Juris Doctor Canadian and American program.
Rubayet Amin. Nasabine Benjamin.
Imisiolua Biodun Adefarasin. Mario C. Batoni. Helen Claire Breen. Athena Chu Ketlaung Murray.
Paige Ashley Donaldson.
Muskan Fatima. Megan Lorraine Fleming. Harleen Kaur Gill.
Redmond Fleming Baron Gold.
Cara Christina Hansen. Ranim Hawari. Tianding He. Peter Joel Charles Hooper.
Rachel I. Lee Hao Tian Fat. Stefania Ilievska.
Lyndon Ivezik.
Janoshin Jaconation. Charbel Nakli Karam.
Catherine Jane Kinsman.
Amanda G. Krantz.
Manvi Kumar.
Mabel Kumar.
Mitchell David Ladusar. Junyoung Liu. Chloe Jacqueline Masternardi.
Aaron Menzies.
Jackson James Moore.
Romina Mosavi.
Jihan Nadeem.
Evan Andrew Nichov. Glorious Chinedu Akpali. Blake Elliott Parker. John V. Suresh Patel.
Teresa Yolan Piani.
Philip Anthony Power. Nicolas Mario Priolo. Carlos Manuel Rodriguez Larain Herrera. Olivia Bianca Rondeau.
Ambika Selvaraja.
Jordan Morris Shear.
Justin Singh.
Aradhya Srivastav. Anastasia Stathakis.
Salman Tariq. Karen Tiwana.
Shalisa Ward.
Kaden Wisnowski. Anthony Youssef. Rosanna Olga Zitoli. Rebecca Brooke Zucker.
We call that the McMurtry bow. We save it for the last, the person who's waited the longest to be recognized. I would now like to invite an old friend of mine, a lawyer, a graduate of this university, Ken Alexander from the Alumni Association Board of Directors to the podium. Ken?
Almost there now. I know. I sat in your chair 35 years ago, a newly minted law grad, waiting for the ceremony to end and the party to begin. Then the old alumni guy walked on stage. There was a bit of a groan, so I appreciate you not groaning. On behalf of the University of Windsor Alumni Association, I extend our congratulations to you, the spring 2026 graduates. After years of hard work, you've earned your university degree, and it's an honor to share this moment with you. We also recognize families, friends, mentors, supporters, all of you gathered here today who helped make this moment possible. Graduates, today you join a proud global network of 165,000 University of Windsor alumni. It's a network that shares the same pride in this place that I know you do. And that network will be available to you as you launch your careers. While your time as a student may be ending, your connection to the University of Windsor begins in a new way. Each of you is now a lifelong U-Windsor ambassador. So what does that mean? It can mean different things at different points in your life. It may mean volunteering on an alumni committee, attending alumni events, maybe cheering on the Lancers at a football or a hockey game, or just simply sharing your positive University of Windsor experiences with your friends, families, and colleagues. So stay connected. We promise to do the same. Share with us all the amazing things that you'll do in your career and lives, and join with us to continue to make this university with this deep history stronger and better. As you cross the stage today, you received an alumni pin. Wear it with pride and keep it with you as a reminder of your journey here at U-Windsor. And along your life journey, remember the words of Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Congratulations. Welcome to the alumni family.
Chancellor Duncan, we would ask you to confer on the foregoing candidates and also upon those candidates whose names have been approved by the Senate and who are unable to be present, the degrees, certificates, and diplomas to which they are entitled.
Thank you very much. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the Province of Ontario and in accordance with the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Windsor, I confer upon these candidates the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled. Congratulations, each and every one of you. I feel like Justice Tulloch at the moment. As Chancellor, I get the last word. I just want to say to all of you, I know you have a couple of more steps before you're practicing lawyers. You're going to have a year and a half or 2 years ahead of you. But know that you're entering positions of leadership in your communities. Your friends, your families, your communities will look to you with respect. You're part of a great profession. You've all earned it. I imagine some of you have been thinking about this day since you were children. I want to tell you how proud we all are of you and how we wish all of you the very, very best as you begin the next phase of your remarkable journeys. Congratulations. With that, one last request. Please, I have to get my party out. So wait till we get the Chancellor's party out, and then you can begin your personal celebrations. With that, I declare the 125th Convocation of the University of Windsor closed. Congratulations, everybody.